I gotta get off Facebook Marketplace. Oh my god, all my stupid decisions happen on this bloody thing. So one night I was wasting my time, and instead of worrying about the important things in life like money, responsibilities, no, I was just sitting looking at another nugget to buy, because of course that's what you do. And I saw this 323 Estina came up, and it looked alright. It didn't look fantastic, but it did look, didn't look too bad of a deal. Put it that way. So, there was a couple of things in the ad that was a bit, how are you going? He said there might be a head gasket issue.
Hell no!
I need water. Help me. I need water. Help.
That doesn't really sound like the head gasket. Maybe something else with the cooling system. But he was pretty over it. He didn't have any ideas. And I thought to myself, well, maybe I could lowball him and get myself a bargain. So we organised a time, went out and had a look. And the vehicle was pretty good. There was a couple of things, but general maintenance things. I wouldn't say it was terminal. But in the interest of getting myself a deal, oh my god, I made it seem like such a piece of shit. Oh mate, you got no Johnson blood in it. Oh, it's Johnson blood. Oh shit, Oh, what do you think it's worth? Ah, mate, I'll give you $50 and a zinger. But the man was smart and he didn't take it. He thought, well, I might leave it, see what else I get, and there we go. So the ad stayed up for about a week, and I thought to myself, man, this poor sucker. So I spoke to him a little bit more, and apparently he bought this vehicle with the intention of learning how to fix vehicles. When he had bought it, the water pump needed replacement. He replaced it, which is, that's a big job for someone who's not super mechanical. So I thought, well done, mate. But there was still an issue of the car overheating. And he was saying that he thought it could be a head gasket, but wasn't really sure because he'd, done everything else. I'm like, that's probably the last thing it's going to be. Could be, but I would look at other things. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. And he's like, yeah, I don't really know. So I said to him, look, I'll give you a hand. You seem like an honest fella. Let me lend my mechanical skills. So we organised a time, and yes, what happened? Here we go. All right, you want to come on camera, my friend? So, we are here now with the car. I'm with Will, and we've got ourselves a nice 1990, was it a 93? 93 Mazda 323 Estina. So, tell us a bit about the car, Matthew.
Will.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Well, that's off to a bad start. Look, it is like 40 degrees here at the moment. We're literally sweating our balls off, and I didn't have too many brain cells to start with. So, tell us about the car.
No worries. I bought it roughly a year and a half ago. Give or take. When I bought it, it was a bit of a fix-up job. Leaking coolant. The owners told me that they suspected the water pump, and it was leaking coolant from the water pump at the time.
Yeah.
And they were just topping it up.
Yeah, okay.
So they said they needed it to be replaced, and they just didn't have the time, effort, or energy to do it.
Yeah.
Plus, they had another car on the way. So
right, okay.
Something cheap.
Something cheap, yeah, a little run around.
Yeah.
And you wanted to kind of get into it yourself as well, like get into working on cars and that kind of thing?
Yeah. I'd never really been a car guy up until then, but even that's debatable because I couldn't actually get it fixed.
Look, this is just my opinion. I think you got 99% of the way. I think that last bit And then we always do that. We will kind of get to 99 and then we're just like, oh, I'm just too tired. I reckon, and this is my theory, we could get that 1% and I reckon she'll be golden. But we'll see. Now, just to clear this up for the 3 people that are watching this, you don't know me, correct?
No, you were looking at buying the car.
I am some random dude that said, is this available? And then lowballed the shit out of him. He didn't take it. He's a man of integrity. And now I thought, mate, if I'm not going to buy it, at least fix it up for him.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
All right, let's get it done so we can fucking get out of this heat and go have some ice cream.
So armed with the knowledge of what was going wrong with the car and the issues that he was currently facing, I was able to build a mental checklist of what we needed to do. And the first thing as part of that was perhaps the coolant wasn't bled when it got refilled. Essentially, when you just pour coolant in, there's a chance of air getting into that system. Now in some cars, you do get lucky and they have a certain bleeder valve. You basically open it, air comes out. Bing, bang, boom, everyone's happy. But in this case, we needed a special tool that basically sits on the radiator, you fill it up, and then when the car gets up to operating temperature, the system essentially bleeds itself. So we got that all set up.
All that, thank you.
Now the engine was absolutely not too pleased about getting started. It hadn't seen any form of ignition in the last year. And just like Grandpa Jeff, he wasn't getting out of his rocking chair without a bit of a fuss. But as if there was some kids on his lawn that he didn't really like the look of, he awoken and was running perfectly. So we could get the car to temperature and bleed that coolant.
So we want it to get it up to, we want the needle to be at half, because that means the thermostat will open. Yeah, it's sounding better now. I think this is some bad fuel. When you do take it to fill it up, I run it with 98, because that will be higher octane. That actually has cleaning agents, and I'd run it maybe the next 2 times to fill up, just run 98 through it. Then you can put 91 in it.
I've got some injector cleaning.
That might help. The injectors might be clogged, because when a car sits, all the shit falls down to the bottom, and then that will go up into the injectors and clog them out. If you want to be mechanical, you can actually clean them. They're pretty easy. You just pull them out and spray them. But
here at Mike's Injector Cleaner Service, we provide the most advanced service guaranteed. Don't be a flog and go to those peanuts who will charge an arm and a leg. Come on down today, you muppet. See what we care. We don't want you anyway. Go lick a rock, you absolute spastic. Wow, that was a really good nut.
but it depends on how committed you are.
Yeah, well, if I can get it fixed, I might look into it.
Yeah, one step at a time.
Yeah.
It's funny, that lifter tick's gone away.
Now remember, when bleeding a cooling system, it's always encouraged that you give the radiator hoses a little bit of a squeeze. That way, you'll help encourage any of that pesky air out of the system.
The worst case scenario, let's say it wasn't the fast. Do they often ever just break without the lock actually working?
I don't think you can pick the air.
Oh, I'm certain I wouldn't know, but whoever had it, I mean, I doubt they did. It drove fine again.
A car will drive with bad head gasket. It just means it's a terminal problem that will get worse.
Okay.
But so they had a leaking cooling,
it was pouring out from the water hose.
Okay.
Absolutely pouring out.
My only hope is that they didn't run it for long, because not many people look at the temperature gauge in their car or anything like that. So you just hope that they didn't accidentally cook it.
Nah, I'm pretty sure they sold it like berries.
Now it's hot enough. Now it's going to start pushing it through. See now?
And this isn't it getting too hot and cold. Right?
Oh, let's have a look. It's in the middle.
Okay.
The car was up to temperature and it was running pretty damn good. So I was confident that I could hang up my spurs and call it a day. However, she started getting a little toasty, mate.
Alright, yeah, I see what you mean. Now it's starting to heat up.
Yeah, so I reckon it's boiling now.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh, let that do its thing. So we can now confidently say that it wasn't air in the system. There was a little bit, but I wouldn't say enough to cause any issues. Now we had to put our little noodle brain to work and figure out the issue. The thermostat was open, both radiator hoses were warm. Now there was potential that it could have been the water pump he installed. Maybe he did a home-based botch job and buggered it up, or something like that. And if that was the issue, I would have just told him, too bad, so sad, you were on your own. But I really didn't think it was that. There was good flow through the system. We need to check a couple of other things. So what we did is we put the AC on. You might be thinking to yourself, why would you put the AC on? It's just going to make it hotter. Well, what that will do, that will engage a second fan. With any luck, that fan will help keep the system nice and cool.
Oh, there we go.
Oh. Doesn't like AC.
Well, that's just the serpentine belt, right? Or the...
So with the AC on, I could feel that fan was working and pushing air through the system, but the car was still overheating.
Is that bad? That's still...
Nope. It's just hot.
Yeah. Still got the...
Well, it's better than it's in there. Now this is the part where I have to admit that I'm not Mr. Master Mechanic Mike. And I've got one of those non-crinkly, smooth, squidgy brains. I didn't even notice the thermo fan wasn't running. When we turned off the AC fan, all fans went off. So whilst the system was circulating the coolant perfectly fine, there was no way for it to actually cool it. Now, to ensure that I didn't spiral into a deep depression because I'm an absolute peanut that missed that simple thing, we had to figure out, was it the fan or was it the sensor? Or the temp sensor that sends it to the fan.
Well, is there a way we can bridge it now and check if that's...
We can, yeah. I'll just let it cool down.
Sick.
So your fan's not coming on, so... Can you hold that one?
Yep.
Ding, ding, can ding. We found it, boys. Now, unfortunately, we were in someone else's apartment's parking lot. And I didn't have my usual amuse-bouche of tools, so we had to make do with what we could find. I did find a can of VB and tried to pry the little tab off, but unfortunately, it wouldn't fit in the sensor housing. But that's when Mr. Peg came into play. I found a closed peg on the floor and managed to pry the little metal spring out of it.
So what's wrong with the prelude other than...
So I rebuilt the entire suspension, and this is just not playing ball. Alright, so that's bridged now.
Cool.
Alright.
Yep, that's good. Yeah, it was not making that noise last time.
Yeah. So that's the thermo thing, and that's basically what keeps the car nice and cool.
Okay.
It circulates the air through the coolant. Now that wasn't running.
Well, we just wait and see if it...
Wait and see if it does it.
I mean, this was pretty promising.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't doing it. I don't remember that thermo fan coming on. So,
Do you reckon they would have done that with the water pump? No?
it's not the first thing you'd look at.
So that's probably a bad sign if it was done that way, right?
The thing is it may have been playing up. The thing is, they go bad all the time.
Okay.
It's literally, that's why it's right on the top there, so it's easy to get through. It's a replacement part.
Okay.
It's just a service thing. And it's basically unscrew, put new one in, connect thing, make sure it's coming on, happy days. Because it's a really simple circuit, right? Basically, you can test it by testing continuity of it. So when the sensor gets to a certain temperature, it completes the circuit, the fan comes on.
Okay.
In this case, it sounds like the circuit isn't opening, so it's basically not.
So it's a bad sensor.
It's a bad sensor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why get replaced that 1 year?
Master mechanic little peg install.
Oh, that's...
Mate, this car's getting pegged.
Peg? What's that mean?
one of his more bold positions is for me to be underneath him. He really likes it.
Eel! Brother Eel! What's that? What's that, brother?
Oh, it's nice that you pegged my car. Thank you for that.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Dude, that's awesome. Now, honestly, I was so convinced I wasn't going to be able to fix it.
It's so simple.
Yeah, it actually was.
I mean, we're not out of the woods yet, but it's not overheating, and it seems to be fine. Like, it would have overheated by now.
I'm too optimistic at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great. And I'm not gonna lie, my other car that I'm using, I've been terrified of doing a coolant change.
Dude, you got like 99% of the way, and the thing is, it's one of those things where if you didn't know, where do you start troubleshooting? But when you kind of think about it, it's a pretty basic circuit, right? And
This is awesome, man. This is great.
like, this is one of those things where it's such a basic car to work on. Like, you pick the perfect car to do it. I say we take it for a drive and go for the ride.
Yeah, I'm keen, man. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, everything is duct tape. We need the duct tape.
Oh, she's a zesty day, mate.
Oh yeah.
She's a KFC zinger and a half. Oh, hey, at least it's not fucking leather.
If it's not what?
It's not leather.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd be burning our asses.
Makes me want to go fast.
Yeah.
What it is. Alright, starts up well. I've not driven this thing in a long, long time.
Yeah, it didn't really want to start, did it?
No.
But she's alright. I just woke her up a bit. It feels alright. No weird clonks or anything. Except for that. Holy fuck shit.
So on you.
Oh my god.
Oh, you god.
Oh, I feel like I stuck my head into a fucking oven.
Do you want to wind your window down, or are you?
Yeah, maybe.
That might help a little bit. I don't know how much help. Grabbing that coffee I had this morning.
Oh, it just turns the hot swill.
Oh, it does.
That's driving alright.
Yeah, I'm happy. It's vibrating. I feel like it's shaking a bit more than my regular car does, but
It could be the engine mounts. Like, a car this age, the engine mounts are probably a bit...
is that worth fixing?
Oh yeah, I'd do it. I wouldn't say it's a big problem. It just means it gets a bit shaky.
Yeah.
Belts gives you a burn.
You want a slushy?
Oh mate, I'd murder one. Shit.
I'll get us a big one.
Oh mate.
So, what, you reckon 95?
I go 98. Yeah, even I'd just go 98 for the first lot, just because.
That thing like it's like changing the oil, the charge me $250. Like,
What?
well, not just that. The whole shebang. Changing the oil and the filters, all that stuff.
Daylight robbery. See, that's why I work in cars. I can't afford that on that shit.
Yeah, dude, they charge $140 an hour for paper these days.
God,
Did it grab a light?
you reckon? Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'll back it through. So
Look at that beast. Look at it. Sexy little.
it needs some love, that's for sure.
Oh, mate, you give it some love.
I think it's like safe to drive on highways.
I mean, I'd drive it a bit locally first. You know, go for like a good half an hour drive, see how she goes. If she's now fine, then I would just send it. Oh god, that's needed. Holy shit.
Oh, it's driving better than my phone. It's good.
It feels solid. Like,
Yeah, it's great. It's decent.
mate, fuck, I should have bought this for 1200. It's running good. Damn it, that lifter tick went away too.
I'll give you some cash for helping me actually dive.
No, you're right, man.
No, seriously, dude, I was planning on it anyway. So.
Put it this way, I got a friend who, out of the fucking goodness of his heart, comes and helps me with my car shit. So I'm paying it forward.
Graduate anyway, so.
They are low from factory. Front wheel drive, mate. Send it.
No, this is there. Honestly, it hasn't gone to hot.
Hasn't gone to hot. That lift tick's gone away. I'm not hearing any weird bumps or whirling or crunking or conking or bumpeting nor strunking. Honestly, like it seems, and that's what I mean. Yeah, bud. You got the pop-ups there.
I love that.
Little cutie. Oh, this little naughty girl. So you did all the hard work. If you said, "Can you fix the water pump for me?" I would have said, "Fuck you."
Oh, dude, that was a nightmare.
I could have, yeah. When I did the water pump prelude, I was just like, "Fuck my life."
It wouldn't have been so bad if it actually just like was able to get past the other bits and pieces.
Yeah, it's never simple. They make it look so easy on YouTube, and then you start doing it like you fucking loser.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's fine. 3 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Mind you, that's like that was perfect.
That's why when I started talking to a messenger of that, like, that's a big job for a novice. Like most people.
Right, well, we've taken the car for a drive and it is fucking hot out here, but that engine has now cooled down. It's nice and happy. We thought it was the cooling system that needed to be burnt, but no, it's just a sensor gone bad. Easy fixed. He did 99% of the work. We kicked it home. So how are we feeling today?
Yeah, it's awesome, man. I honestly thought I had no idea what the problem was. I wasn't convinced about getting it fixed, but you come down here and you shed light on that, and you've managed to actually get it done. So.
Mate, you did more than I would have done. You did the water pump, you did the timing belt. Look, well done on that one. And I think goes to show you did a good job. And what up wasn't you. So keep at it, man. Now, I hope that this car will not go up for sale again. I hope you keep it.
If the missus lets me, I'm keeping it.
Oh, mate. Oh, so the boss has to sign off on that one. Yeah, no worries. All right, mate. Lovely working with you.
Thanks.
Good luck with it. Any issues, just give me a call and we can do some wrenching. All right, we're going home. It's fucking hot here. Get a lot of you out of, yeah.
No.